In the very south of Poland, near the Slovak border, you'll find impressive mountain landscapes. This is the world of mountain guide Piotr Konopka. He has climbed peaks all over the world. In the Andes, the Himalayas, the Rockies. But his favorite mountain is right here in the High Tatras. It's called Rizi.
The
Tatras are probably the lowest range of mountains in the world. The landscape has the feel of serious tall mountains, but in fact the highest peak is just 2,655 meters.
Konopka has been guiding visitors here professionally for more than 30 years. In his free time, he loves to go climbing.
It's all very accessible. There are well-equipped huts in every valley, and the views are good.
Andrzej also enjoys the views as he pilots tourists around the High Tatras.
It is harder flying in the mountains because the weather keeps changing all the time. Today, for example, it is really windy and there's lots of turbulence. But all the challenges are offset by the amazing views.
Zakopane is a famous resort for winter sports. Nearby is Chochołów. The village is famous for its many traditional wooden houses from the 19th century. The village has had landmark status for more than 50 years. Chochołów is on the Czarny Dunajec River, which feeds into the Dunajec River. A great way to explore the region is by raft.
The tradition of rafting grew out of logging. Timber was sent down the Dunajec into the Vistula, and then all the way to the Baltic. Later, goods were transported by raft, and nowadays people are. Where the Dunajec flows into Chorztin Lake stands Nidzica Castle. It was built in the 14th century by a Hungarian nobleman. For centuries, it served as a border post between Poland and Hungary. One of the attractions is a well 60 meters deep.
There is a legend about this well. Brunhilde and Bogusław once lived in this castle. They fought a lot, and one day, in anger, Bogusław threw Brunhilde down the well. She came back to haunt him as a ghost, but she eventually forgave him.
Now, both of them are said to haunt the castle. We now head north away from the mountains to Bochnia, a town famous for its salt mine. The mine began operations in the 13th century. Mining ended in the late 20th century. Some of the galleries and chambers deep below the surface are now open to visitors. Last year, UNESCO declared the mine a World Heritage Site. Lukasz Panek is a tour guide. He knows all the old legends about the mine.
This is our salt garden. It often drips here, and if a drop of water lands on your head, it will make you cleverer. If it lands on your outstretched hand, you'll become rich. But if it lands on your neck or back, you'll have to toil, and you'll become a hunchback.
Meanwhile, Andrzej is on his last tour of the day.
I think about flying every day, and I always want to be up in the sky. It is so wonderful.
Especially when you're flying above the beautiful landscapes of southern Poland.